What is up, folks? Welcome back to another video. Okay, I'm so excited. As you can tell, as you hopefully can tell, this is a better camera. I am so excited to use this thing and so excited to share with you some things that happened in my life, even though it was a while ago, but I just remembered it just now and I need to talk about it. So something that's been popular on YouTube lately has been conspiracy videos, ghost videos, videos about being almost murdered, because let's be honest, it makes really good clickbait. And you know, I wouldn't be a YouTuber if I wasn't doing a little bit of clickbait. But I do have something that I really actually need to share with you because it's genuinely creepy and it happened a couple of months ago. This is my Ouija board experience. To be completely honest, there are other Ouija board stories out there that are way whacker than this, but something needs to be said, because you should never mess with these, and the fact that anything happened is really spooky. So I have a friend, she does special effects makeup, and I'm gonna put her stuff in the description box below. Her name is Tabitha, and I love her because she's beautiful, and she has a heart of rose gold. And I have another friend, and his name is Jesse, and he is my best friend, and he is watching this video right now. Jesse, I love you. Come home soon. That makes it sound like he got lost. He's just at school right now. Literally as I'm filming this, he's in class. I texted my friends that were present during this time to make sure that I'm getting everything right, because this entire night was crazy. So me and the closest pals in my life right now went to this little park next to my best friend Jesse's house. During this time, there was an actual killer on the loose in my area. Granted, it wasn't the exact area, but it was close enough that anything could be happening. So Jesse, Tabitha, Jeremy, and we just wanted to take a walk because in a little while we were going to be playing with a Ouija board. Now, I think it is a terrible idea to heck with demons or ghosts or anything. When something is dead, let it stay dead, okay? I don't even really necessarily believe that things die permanently. Part of them always gets left here, one way or another. And when you heck with that stuff, it'll come back and hurt you as soon as you let it in. But I love my friends so much and I want them to have a good time. So even if I'm not gonna touch the actual Ouija board, I decide to come along. Here's the weird thing. The gate is wide open. Apparently the park closes at sundown, but the gate was just left open. We just walk into the park and find a police car on the other side of the park. We can see it through the trees with the lights just. Now Jesse is smart and sensible and immediately is like, I think we should turn around. And I'm like, nah. And we trudge on, or I trudge on, and then everyone just kind of wants to catch up with me. It's kind of weird that there's just this police car sitting there and an ambulance, but there's no other car around, there's no other person around, and we don't know exactly what's going on. As we're walking and as I'm trying to get my Pokemon Go started, I pull up a news article, and honestly, the only things I could find were on the killer that recently, at the time, had been killing people in this area. So naturally, I'm like, let's keep walking. All of the lights in the park are off. And as soon as we get past the police officer, we are in the pitch black. It's just me, my friends, and the dark. Nothing else. It was actually beautiful, honestly. With no lights, we could see the stars perfectly. And then when inevitably our phones died because Pokemon Go sucks your whole battery up, we just allowed ourselves to see the stars, and it was really beautiful. I immediately take this as an opportunity to start messing with my friends. Like they start lagging behind me, and then I tried to hide behind a tree, and they're like, where's Ash? And then I would pop out, and they'd be like, we saw you, stop doing that. It got to the point where Jesse, being the mom friend, was like, no, you're staying up here with us, and made me walk right next to Jeremy. We're moving up this dark trail. There are no lights except for the stars. And we see something coming at us. Thankfully, it's just an older gentleman on a bicycle. He asks us what's going on. We say we don't know. We ask him if the park is open. He says he's not sure, but there's something strange about him. Like, he just seems kind of off. And I don't know anything about this guy, but the exchange we had with him was very short and very strange, and he just flew on past us, and that was it. We keep walking. We get to this area that is more neighborhoodly than the rest of the park for some reason, and there's just this big chain link fence. Beyond it is a couple of houses. There's a little bit of lighting coming from the houses, and as we're walking, we hear something shuffle in the bushes. It could be wildlife, it could just be a raccoon, it could be a toddler, it could be a crocodile, whatever it is. It set us up for a pretty creepy night. During this whole thing, I was in a silly mood, so I kept just using these things as an opportunity to be like, I'm not scared, and just like run headfirst into danger, just totally rocket raccoon that stuff. I totally wanted to mess with my friends, because I love them so much. Anyway, it's just us four freaks in the woods. We have no idea why the gate was open. We have no idea what that police car was about. And as we're walking, suddenly there's like a very dim light kind of coming, just hitting the trees on one of our sides. So we turn around, and behind us, way off in the distance, is a car with its headlights on, driving through the park, and we can see the red and blue on it. Oh shit. Obviously this is a police officer or park ranger. So we kind of move out of the way and keep walking. The thing is, it's coming from back where we came, and the only way we know how to get out is back from where we came. So we may or may not be lost or trapped in this park. At this point, I have no way of like GPSing our way out of this park. I literally don't know where to go. Neither does Jesse, because, sorry Jesse, you don't go outside. We keep our voices down. Eventually the car kind of turns around and goes in another direction, and we keep heading for the direction of where the gate originally was, because at some point the park has to end, there has to be a fence, and we have to be able to climb over it and get back to Jesse's neighborhood. And then we're walking along this very straight path, and there's no other place for us to go, and the police finally catch up to us. And then my friend Tab sees the police, and she's like, I want to run. And we're like, why would you do that? Please don't do that. Jesse's like, no, please don't run. And I can hear in his voice the like very small terror coming out of him. Like, he is just like, I am not going to be afraid. Jeremy, who is very Jewish, just starts making jokes about how he's going to be taken in and burned alive. So we just keep walking. Like, we slow down and keep walking, and this police officer pulls up next to us, and he asks us what we're doing. In situations like this, I just take over because I usually know how to finesse my way out of a situation. And if I remember correctly, I literally just told the officer, like, yeah, we're just trying to figure out how to get out of here. The gate was open and we walked in, and we really just want to leave. He's like, oh yeah, gate's up ahead. Park's closed. Gotta get out of here. Thanks. That was useless. We could see the gate up ahead, so we just start heading towards it. He drives past us, makes a turn at some point, we hop over the fence, and we head back to Jesse's house. So already we're off to a great start. We wandered into a park where there were no lights. A strange old man started talking to us for a little bit. The police were there for no discernible reason. There was also an ambulance, which leads me to believe that somebody was injured. Our phone started dying. We started hearing stuff in the woods. So I'm great. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of chill. But I knew that pretty soon we were going to be doing the Ouija board thing. And even though I didn't want to do it, I also did. Like, I wanted to see what was going to happen. We set up a Ouija board on a glass table outside. We light a candle. I'm slowly freaking out. I could walk through the park by myself at night probably, but this will make me piss my pants. Jeremy decides he doesn't want to take part in it because he's tired and kind of sick, which he always is. Take better care of yourself, bud. Eat some vegetables. I'm just gonna publicly roast my friends in all of my videos. Just lovingly tell them how to better live their lives. Stop drinking the chocolate milk, bud. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Anyway, Jeremy decides not to partake, so it's just Jesse and Tabitha and me. I do not want to touch this thing at all. I don't want to get anywhere near it. I don't want to touch it with my foot. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to do anything with it. But I'm also intrigued, so I decided to stick around. Now, me being a person of the Lord, not trying to get myself sent to hell or paranormal activity or anything like that. I decide it's probably best for me to hold on to a Bible. I have the Bible app on my phone because, gotta carry that gospel with you somehow. But Jesse's religious too, so he goes and gets me a copy of the Bible to hold on to because I'm freaking out. All Jesse has is a Chinese copy of the Bible. He went on a mission trip 100 million years ago to China and needed a Chinese Bible. So I can't read this thing, but I sure can hold it. I clutch this thing as if it's going to bring my dead son back to life. I clutch this thing like it's the amulet of Stendar. I clutch this thing like it's my Pikachu and it's dying in my arms. I'm holding so tightly to this Bible. And then it begins. I remember it being really cold. In Florida, cold is like 60 degrees, but it was cold. I'm sitting in my chair at the end of this table, as far away from the Ouija board as it can be while still being part of the group. They have their candle lit and they start asking the questions. Tabitha starts asking, is there anyone here? Would anyone like to talk to me? Is there anyone around us? Is anyone willing to talk? Nothing says anything. Nothing goes on. Minutes pass. We have long silences. We have questions and then no answers. Eventually Jesse starts asking, because he's stronger-willed than most of us, and with great power comes great responsibility. And their hands are on the little placard on the Ouija board, and I'm just watching it with all four of my eyes wide open and holding this Bible. And then the candle, no wind, no breath, nothing from Jeremy, nothing from me, nothing from either of them, starts flickering. Okay. I did not want that at all. Did not want it at all. Didn't want, nope. Like, I don't even know what to do. My heart starts beating in my chest really fast. And as we were walking through the park, a dinosaur could have come out of the woodworks and just Chris Pratt could be riding its back and it could have mauled me alive. And I still would have been like, I'm having a great time, right? I wasn't that scared. I was spooked. Like, I was like, oh, this is a little creepy, a little vibe. But that was in the back of my mind. In the forefront of my mind, I was focused on the moment and having fun and just like trying to have a good time. And so I wasn't all that scared. But this moment on the pool deck with the table and the Ouija board and my Jewish friend falling asleep and two of my best friends touching this Ouija board, I was freaking out. And all it was a candle flickering. I squeeze the Bible until my knuckles are white. They ask another couple of minutes. Not much happens. At some point, I think I even remember Jesse being like, yeah, I don't really know if anything's gonna happen. And then they ask again. Does anyone here want to talk to us? Okay. I cannot make this up. I will never lie to you. I will maybe lie to you, but I will never lie to you about something like this because this is serious. The placard started moving. It was just like this weak little movement. Like something with a really low force was trying to get the thing to move. I basically shit my pants. I tried not to show it on my face, but bring me my brown pants, cause this ship's going down. I cannot do it. It is not on my resume to deal with ghosts, okay? Or whatever this was. It spells out G-U-S. Gus. A very simple name, okay? A little baby name. As it finishes the last letter, I begin reciting the Lord's Prayer in my head because that is the only spell of protection I know. So the Lord's Prayer starts playing in my head like it's going to save my ass in this moment, okay? And just as I start saying it, the placard stops. I can't say it was me that saved my friends from total doom just now, but I may or may not have channeled the Lord in that moment. So Gus absconds, I guess, and we get nothing else from the candles or the Ouija board or anything else for the rest of the night. Shortly after this, we all pack everything up. Nothing more comes of the Ouija board. I keep reciting the Lord's Prayer, and more as I do that, I feel better. But my friends don't know that I'm thinking this as loudly as possible so that the thing can read my mind that, like, leaves. I save their lives. Jesus saves. Except for Jeremy. Sorry, bud. And from there, we went to Steak and Shake, had a really good time, forgot about everything, talked about the walk that we had. It was just really cool. But here's what I'm thinking. Gus is an easy name. Unless it's short for something, or maybe it stands for something, Gus is a name that something could easily spell out. Okay? It only said it once. It didn't try and move it really any more that I know of. Whatever it was, and I'm not saying it was anything, and I'm certainly only welcoming the spirit of Jesus in my house, but this just gives me chills to think about. Whatever it was, I don't think was really named Gus. You know what I mean? I think it was something that just wanted to spell something that sounded like a name. And I mean, the easy thing would be Bob, but you know what I'm saying here? It just wanted to see what it could do. So I'm never looking at a Ouija board again, and I'm certainly not going to do it without a copy of the King James version, thank you very much. But I think the story was probably worth telling, considering the entire just weird vibe of that whole night. And with that said, this video has come to an end. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, which I imagine is going to be on the longer side, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Let me know if you have anything you'd like me to talk about, but specifically, let me know if you have any weird ghost stories, because most of you are my friends right now, and I want to know like the weird shit that's going on in your life, so I know whether or not to come into your home with a rosary, okay? I love you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye!